we are back, and today, best way to finish the new Team Affinity method. Look at my stub count, 5 million stubs, no money spent, and I have another 5 million in investments in my inventory, man. Listen, if you're not a member of the channel, that's the number one thing you want to do before even doing Team Affinity, because I can buy anyone I want. I don't even have to do Team Affinity anymore if I don't want to. So become a member is $3, man, and you'll make 500,000 stubs in 1 month. So easy. But I've already finished all of Season 1 Season 1 Team Affinity. Do I even want to do Season 2? I'm considering not even doing Team Affinity Season 2 at all. If you're a member of the channel and if you have a high stub count, you don't even have to do Team Affinity if you don't want to. You can just start buying cards that you want that are behind pack walls. You can totally do that if you want to. Also, this Team Affinity is very easy. Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 was a little bit harder in Season 1. Now in Season 2, similar to Season 1, Team Affinity Chapter 1 is very easy. The Extreme Showdown is probably where I would start if you think you're good enough to beat it. This 20,000 points goes a long way. I also definitely, highly recommend doing the exchanges. If you add it up, that's 27.5, that is 35, you get 40,000 just from the exchanges. So let's just say you do the exchanges in every division, which, looking at it, let's take a look. Very easy. It's similar to Chapter 1. What you want to do is you want to find these breakout series players that are going for cheaper than the quick sell price of other players. Now, that was a bad example. I'm pretty sure I chose the weirdest division that there is. Let's take a guy like Odorizzi. Is he? Yeah. So Jake Odorizzi, he's an 81 overall. 81 overall. Yet, normal quick sell price is 600 stubs, yet his sell now price is only 300. So, I mean, they have weird quick sell overalls if you're a breakout series player or all-star series, whatever it is. So buy some of these guys to do these exchanges for cheap, and definitely do the exchanges to get to 40,000. Once you do that, if you finish the showdown, you're already at 60K, you get your first boss pack. Okay, now do this in every single division, and you'll already have 5 bosses. That's very good. So you'll have 5 players you can use. Now strategically choose a starter or an offensive player, right? I would recommend choosing a starting pitcher. And if you finish all 6, if you get to 60K in all 6 divisions, then I would say choose 2 starters and 3 hitters. The reason I say that is because the missions you're going to want to farm, the hits and the strikeouts. So if you get 5 hits with the boss cards, you get 12.5K points. If you get 5 strikeouts, which is a lot easier than the 5 hits, then you get 12.5K XP again. So those are the 2 missions you're going to want to farm. You're going to want to farm those in events. You're going to want to build an events team that strategically has the players that you chose from the boss packs. So have every single boss that you choose in your lineup, as well as fill the rest of the lineup with guys from one division. So target one division. I would choose whatever division you choose the starting pitchers from. Those are the divisions I would choose to make the rest of your team have a lineup of. So you're going to have about, you'll have 3 hitters and you'll have 2 starting pitchers. You'll have 6 holes to fill on offense. Whatever division you choose those starters from, fill them up with guys from that division the best that you can. Because the strikeout mission, you'll progress in that very quickly. And you also, while you're getting the 12.5K for 5 strikeouts, every time you do that twice, you'll also be getting this, which is 10,000 points for 10 strikeouts. So that is, for 10 strikeouts, you're going to be getting 33,000 points. So you go from 60,000 all the way up to 93,000 just for 10 strikeouts. That is insane. So that's really the mission you're going to want to farm right there. But also you can kind of do that with hits. First off, you also get points for innings pitched. So, pitching is very crucial in this Team Affinity 2 Chapter 1. You also get the 30 total bases. You get 10,000 points. And then in terms of hits, 5 hits get you the 12.5K XP, which is where strategically choosing the hitters comes in. Another reason you want to balance your team with guys from a certain division is the parallel XP. As you get strikeouts, as you get hits, you're going to get a lot of parallel XP points. It's repeatable. So make sure you're using these bosses, the entire time. Don't just use random guys. First off, you want to farm the boss missions, but also this, 1,500 parallel XP with any AL East players, 500 parallel XP with boss players, and you get 5,000 points from both. So it's definitely worth doing that. If you can't finish this showdown, this Conquest. Let's look at the map. I'm not a big fan of Conquest, but if you can't beat the Extreme Showdown, this Conquest looks pretty easy. You know, you're going to have to play a couple 3-inning games, but that gives you 20K points for every single division, if I read that correctly. And if that's the case, that is something that could be worthwhile doing for sure. You know, it's basically the same thing as the Extreme Showdown. That'll get you to the 60K points with the player exchanges. So player exchanges, and then choose one of these to do. That is the best thing to do. Now, in terms of the event, you know, if you don't want to do the Conquest, if you don't want to do the Showdown, you could potentially just do it with a normal team and get that, get 10 strikeouts and get, 30 total bases. You could do that for every single division, but that would take longer. Now, the event, you get to use any Season 2 players. You have a max player overall of 94 and a max team overall of 91. So, I mean, you're not going to have that problem anyway. So, it's not a problem at all. All-star difficulty, free entries. I mean, listen, man. Hop in here. You can use core cards as well, so you can use live series players, which is nice. Strategically build your lineup in here. The good thing about this is you can use the Team Affinity cards. That is huge. That's why the event is the place to go. What you could do is if you're playing a player that's just better than you, just quit out. You know, there's no harm, no foul. It'll probably take about 30 event games to finish Team Affinity. That's right, only 30 games. Probably less. If I had to estimate, you know, I could probably finish Team Affinity in 20 games or less with how easy the missions are. You know, I finished Team Affinity Chapter 3 in about 30 event games, and that was a lot harder, a lot more time consuming. So the best thing to be doing right now, exchanges, do that first. Choose between one of these to get to 60K. Once you get 60K, you know, I would not be doing single player. I just wouldn't. Although it is repeatable. So I'll tell you what, you could do this on rookie difficulty very easy. This definitely changes things. 15 hits, and that's 10K points. That's on Conquest, though. So that's Conquest, and these are play versus CPU. So play versus CPU, you need 25 hits. I don't know. These missions right here are pretty good to farm as well. So these are a little bit less efficient. You know, you get less points, and you need to do double the amount of stuff than if you're doing it in events. But I'm pretty sure you can do this easier because you can do this on rookie difficulty. Rookie difficulty in Conquest. So, I mean, that is pretty nice as well. So that's another option. You can either do method 1 in the event or method 2 in play versus CPU. But these hit and strikeout missions are the ones you want to farm. Get to 60K XP any way possible. Become a member and you'll have... I don't have to worry about the price of these exchanges. And neither should any of my boys in the membership. Peace out. Thanks for watching.